Welcome to Factorio Modded. This is Basics K2, and I've been doing a lot of offline work. I've been a little sick. As you can hear, I'm a bit croaky. I got some science done. Not much. We got, I think, we got better lasers. It took a long time, and we might have got one bot level. But we're back on productivity. I think productivity is the main game for this now. I was about to try to refine these because I noticed that these ones are good, like all the time, but the ones over here have like these big downtimes on the spice. Now, I don't know why that is. Why would these 46 speed and these 46 speed? Why would they be different? And I thought the setups are the same, but it's actually these inserters. They keep spice available. So maybe do like 100 buffer? I don't know. Something. Just a little buffer anyway. Just something to keep it flowing. Now there's actually got logic on it, so we don't insert unless the total network is over 2K. The whole reason I didn't do it though is so they didn't do this thing when they go back between. That's why I turned it off originally and just had belts. And the belts doesn't seem to quite do it. I suspect these steal it. Slow too much. I'd rather get this going than spice, because I've actually got spice is actually quite easy to transport from other planets. So tulip, for instance, has actually got shit tons of spice ready to process. Actually, why is it in the middle of the planet? What's going on here? What the hell? That's weird. Tulip, way over here. I set up these cannons for spice. Now, cannon spice, not the best, but it's better than nothing. These setups are okay as well. They're like cut down versions of the planet. I kind of burn the methane, don't I? Which is not awesome. And we've got no barrels. Okay. I could turn this methane to ice. It's kind of not worth it. But I really do like the methane. Another problem is we currently move all this here for the spaceships. Well, this side is all cores. This is Vitamelange and the spice. The spice is kind of not being picked up, but it stacks better, you see? It's got a 50 stack. These are only 20s, so I just moved spice from this planet. So I should actually rip out the whole spaceship. Put all the cores here from this train, and all the ores that I mine from this big patch down here should be processed, and the spaceship should pick that up. I haven't got to the phase of doing the whole thing because it's only prod 3s. It's not the most productive. I think prod 3s is fine, like because this productivity is so high anyway, the actual mining yield is really good. This is actually, you know, clogged up most of the time. It's not actually going. You look at this 200% productivity with prod 3s. It's got normal mining speed, and it's 3.6 a second, which is pretty decent. 3.6 a second, like a core mine. I only got one core mine hooked up on this planet. And I got did I get the second one? No, I didn't. I was going to get a second one. I've only got one core mine going, which is this one, which is going 30 per second. So if I went to 4 core mines, I think I'll get 60 a second, or is it 120 a second? I think it's 60. I think it's 1, then 4, then 9, but I can't remember if that's the actual math. Anyhow, we've got all these cores to see around, and we're not doing shit with them. We should process them here. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll start processing one site. That's what you have to do in the future. Which means we need these pulverizers for the core miners. Now the problem is I built it all down here, so what we do is to process it in this gap here, I guess. Bit of a small area to process. Otherwise you build a processing area out the back. Yeah. Should make more sense. So it pumps out to this. The thing is that this is just processing the cores. I actually want to process a big spice array. And the spice is actually from the normal resource from the mining. So, decisions. I'll quickly browse SpaceX chat. Always look for like new what? 150th scale planet. Weird. Didn't know that was a thing. Planetoids. That's so cool. Well, mining scales is 5,000 plus R. Huh. Okay, let's carry on. Got a little distracted there. Just browsing Discord. Yeah, I think I should boost this up. I think this setup's actually quite good. I do make sure I get rid of excess wood. The stone, I don't know. I turn it to sand and use it, so it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, look at this setup. Saves me negative quite a lot on stone, actually. What about that? What's that like? Why is it so negative on stone? I thought we actually were positive stone. The nuggets, they're quite balanced. And so is the flowers are a bit, actually. These are 19 a second. You do that. Oh, these, isn't it? Yeah, so. Says we're like, you know, 0.6 of a machine short. So we had 3 of these arrays. You'd be able to get, you do 1 less of these, so it's really 3 to 5. Is that the ratio? Definitely not making enough flowers. I think the flowers though is pretty decent for that. That's kind of balanced. There's negative as well, so negative is kind of Not the best. It'd be nice if his productivity like was higher. It would be good. Anyway, yeah, so I'd like to boost the processing for Vitamelange here. I mean, we could use patches I could mine, but I don't really want to. Look at that, 50 mil, 40 mil, like. Well, this planet's got biters everywhere, but I can't see them. They're like down here somewhere. And we do have a few cores nearby which we could hook in, but they're not really that close. Anyway, we'll get some core processing going. So, see if we can get this somewhere like useful. I'm going to get some robots out here though. We've got some lakes. Need some landfill. Can't do anything as landfill these days. Random little puddles. Are they not lakes? No, that's as ground drawings. Okay, that's better. Okay, we should be able to clear the ground. Trees. And with the cliffs, do I have a cliff killer? I guess it's just regular old decon. Let's delete them. I don't really get rid of these ones, but I just feel like it. Right, how many bots we got here anyway? 124, but the number's going up. Oh, thanks for the follow, Rumpy. How's it going? Having a good day? Good. That's cool. You done quite a lot of Factorio. That's my guess, but you never know. Oh, I got 6,000 bots here. Okay, might want to have a better inserter. What's the logic on that anyway? 1k. Wow, okay. Need some more bots. Gotta get the bots. Oh, what's dying? That thing's dying for a while. Oh, that's my new hauler. Was it the engine again? Was it this corner, was it? Maybe. We just add some random lasers. It'll be fine. These ships are kind of notorious for like having random things hit it. I need to retrofit it better though. I was gonna add trains into the top half here, but we didn't get around to it. I mean, this has got trains, but this is like a thief ship, though. Let's go to Tulip. Alright, they've cleaned it up. Cool. Let's expand. Oh, more lakes. Land. So. I thought I did the landfill before. Guess I missed a few. Alright, there should be enough real estate to build it. Hopefully. Oh, maybe I deconned it to landfill before it got placed. I could have done that, excellent. Anyway, we're gonna get these crushers and start processing. Probably process like here to the left, then belt it up. So we start in the back end here. Why can't I? Oh, trees. I think I have lots of pulverizers. 49. Got 1400 prod 3s too. Okay, so we like to Vitamelange. Cool. And we got a belt. Let's grab one of these belts. I don't know whereabouts from, but out there is very fine. There we go. Belters. I'm not sure to the stone. I think the stone I'll use for the actual process though. So in theory I can use this whole setup for that next one. This inserts in where's that water from? Oh, that's quite far out, isn't it? Okay, we might have to grab quite out. We want to grab to there, maybe, or maybe even to there, I don't know. Oh, I can't rotate. Do that rotate. That's not too bad. Like something like there somewhere. A few items in the way, but that's okay. I think there. I think that there be good. Let's select that. There we go. What was that? Oh wait, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. We need it this way around because the resource comes from. I can flip the, I can invert the belts. That's fine. I think there's probably my best bet. It's kind of annoying going to invert these because you can't rotate it all. Something like that. Why are they not lined up? I effed it. They don't even line up. What? Why are they? I'm confused. That's where they should be. I didn't put them on the same locations. Okay. That's awkward. This one, like, I mean, I should have consistent entry exit, right? Oh, that's not consistent, is it? Oh, that shit. That's better. Could go the right places, you know. Gotta make sure it's cogent, happy, doing what it's supposed to do. Alright, that's very better. That's gonna go down. So that one. Ghost in the way, whatever. Really? Here we go. Cool. Alright. Now these outputs are all they're kind of like, you know, they're all tileable. But I think that's the stone and wood. Now that stone should go into this. That's a further setup. Hey, where's my other prod 2s there? Really? There should be prod 3s. What building are they? Advanced Chem. Advanced Chem prod 3. Cool. These should be prod 3s, I think. Pulverizer. And 3. And industrial furnace. I mean, I did use, like, I guess blueprints to do it, but doing this is easier. Okay, so that's prod 3. Well, what's that one trying to do? I was trying to speed to it. I don't think speed 2 is where it's at these days. I think speed 3 is a bit tidier. Trying to do that prod through it. Okay, that's right. All right, we want some beacons. Maybe inserters. Why is it back to front? What? What made it go down? So weird. Okay, so that's the there needs to be I could use the loaders, or I could use other things, but I need to get the cores out of here, and the stone I need to use into this thing. So in the existing setup, we've got this thing splitting off. It's a very good thing to copy. That was actually quite good. Little setup there. Yeah. Oh, that's why we got it funky. Look at that. We've done it. Okay, I'll put it up here so we can redo it. This should be moved up a tile, I believe. Well, yeah, we can move this up a tile. This goes up a tile. I think it makes things better. Why is it underground though? Not sure about that though. What's that do? Seems strange. Alright, so we don't care about that. Let's see if this fits in better now. It's too off. It needs to be another tile higher. It needs another tile. One more. Here we go. Now we got this thing hooked in. Nice and smart. What's that? A storage chest. What's that for? What's that wire doing? What's that wire doing? It's weird. It's like floating in midair. It's on the belt in that situation. That literally is a chest for nothing. Okay, we don't need that. Why the wire? Maybe because I haven't got no stacks. I got no stack inserters here. Oh man. Well, that's awkward. No stack inserters. This is one of my planets I haven't retrofitted. It's still the old. This is from a year ago. It hasn't changed the recipe. I mean, we got the items, but you always like over request, and that kind of breaks things. There we go. But really, we should rip this whole mall up. We've got a new blueprint. We kind of did it on Maelstrom. We reimagined it. This is the new mall. Very tell, but it is very much tidier. The insetters, I don't know what the insetters are. I might just put them in the mall. Did I do that? Where are they? Oh, they're there. They're shared in a little loopy thing. And they do work, and they got their own little chest. Okay, so I could just destroy this whole planet and go to the new mall. I mean, we are actually sending these ingots to nauvis orbit, which is nice. New molten copper. I kind of like this recipe. Done a good job of it. But I mean, we aren't even using it. This is just sort of sitting here, isn't it? I set this up just to get rid of the copper sitting in this chest, and it's almost run out, and it stopped. Now I'm thinking maybe I should actually mine that patch. With like, you know, large miners or something. But we actually got so much buffered here. Even this molten copper. It takes a while to, you know, liquidate. Anyway, we'll go back to tulip and we'll fix up this inserter problem. I think the blue inserters. I think the way to solve it here is just to be lazy and do it in the mall. Let's do more. Because I can't bother ripping the whole thing up. Yeah, we just need a row report. You always request too much, I find. Non-stated parts, really. Oh yeah, they changed too, didn't they? Okay, so there's no iron. Oh yeah, they used to use iron gears. And now they use iron rods and gears. Was this place not working correctly as well? I see a bit of a lack of iron. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's okay. There's no plastic. Well, that's a bit awkward. You can't need plastic. Okay. I mean, I know I got oil here. There's probably plastic somewhere. None on this planet, though. That plastic's pretty important. I feel like an oil situation. Up here somewhere. But that's another planet. This planet's got no oil. We just kind of made gas, methane. I mean, do we have any oil patches? I don't think so. I'm going to ship over some resources. I'm going to ship plastic over. But I think, I always like the idea of each place making its own stuff. Like this here should be making its own. But because we got no gas, we can't do shit. So normally use coal to make it all. We use coke, coal liquefaction. So I could copy that part of Maelstrom. It's not too hard to copy. Just this. Quite a nice little chunk actually. That. Then on tulip. And we should then have some plastic, but I don't know where to put it. Probably should get rid of this area. We're not actually going to use this, this is like old. Feels wrong to just delete this, but the gas I used to use here is long gone. Now there are water pipelines I'm going to make sure I keep. Otherwise, we're not going to make this rocket fuel or anything, so. I'll delete all this. Left hand side. So that. I'll clean up a bit. We've done some blueprints afterwards to help out. Because we'll have a bit of a real estate gap. Oh, burger and fries! Welcome, 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 burger and fries and raiders. After the keyboard command shout out. It's the nice one. Burger and fries. I like the double one actually. Is that one? Then you do the custom one. The shout out one gives you like a little link. And this one gives you what you're playing, which is like, I know you're playing Factorio because I was watching you. How's it going? How's the torture of Krastorio 2 and space exploration? Is it a good torture? Is it going well? You got some good progress. Right, we need to get some coal into this belt. Maybe there be fine. Leave that. It's going well. Finally got a bit of coverage going. They're doing mining with the big mining rig drills. Oh nice, I love those big mining drills. Design my cryo process. Tomorrow I go off-world to start mining cryo and sending it back. Oh cool. The maiden deliveries. They're always good fun. Send all the goods back home. Feels so nice like sending stuff off world, eh? And then it's like, oh yeah, I need that, and then just send it off. And then it's like an investment, you know. It pays back. You get a good payback, and you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the goods. I'll bring it back. Is this alright? I think this is okay. I may build the entire process on nauvis first. Then as soon as I get my delivery cannon set up on the other planet, I'll start science. Which would be pretty damn cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, get that cryonite going, eh? Get the, I think it's prod science and utility science. Gotta get them going as soon as possible. Well, unlock all the unlock requester chests, eh? That's the key. Once you get requester chests, like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm requesting too. I'm in the requester business, you know. I know all about requesting. I love requesting. Prod is Volcano, and I have all the things that are prod only now. Oh yeah. Cool. Ah, I need a little bit of heavy oil first too. Hey, why didn't this hook up? Oh, I did a... Here we go. Yes, I really wanted to do a new SpaceX run as well, from scratch. Just not without K2. But I want to speed it, so I want to get good blueprints from other people, or use my own if they're any good. I thought it'd be quite fun. See how fast. If is it feasible to do quick or not? You know, how quick is quick? I mean, build the whole process and trains on nauvis, then go to the other planet. I must set up an orbit ready to build the science. Oh, thanks, burger and fries. Have a good sleep. I'll spot you in the doggos on the flip side. I'm sure everything will be well. Oh, maybe I can make heavy oil from coal first, actually. Hang on. Can I make heavy oil? Oh. I still need a bit of coal to start it. Yeah, damn. Look at this magic it up. Okay. I'll deliver cannon one over. What's this planet ID number? There's a 55. There's 55 on my list. I should put some names down, eh? I'll do a raid from Burger and Fries too. I used to keep track of this, but I'm a bit lazy. There we go. As rated. Move car. On the brain. I had like a little wall somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. I think this is one. Well, that'll do for now. Here we go. Yeah, I've actually got a blueprint of them all from the other play. I was gonna paste that in. Where'd I put them? I don't remember. But I did a blueprint of them. I've got all the text plates. Hey Indie Gaming, how are you going? Here we go. Text plate wall. That's what I want. Probably should put them beforehand or after. I'll get rid of that one. Oh, I lost it. Where was it? There we go. Good yourself. I'm a bit sick, so I haven't been streaming. My voice is a bit bugging still. Had a little break from streaming. Still sick though, I think, but I really wanted to stream. I was like, I just wanted to stream, eh? My brain's like, oh, I haven't streamed for days. It's been days. Evening, it's Fitz. I don't get a chance to catch your stream very often, but your YouTube vids got me to start up a new SCK2 run. Oh, that's cool. Hope it's going well, but it's Fitz. Have you done, I'm guessing you've done SC by itself then. I haven't done EC by itself, by the way. I would like to. How's your ECK2 run going? I mean, I've been doing this run for like 2 years, but I just keep updating it really and fine tuning, having fun. What was about, you know, having fun. I did ECK2 about 2 years ago. Ah, nice. You would have done 0.3 then, probably. Maybe some 0.4. Big difference between then and now, I think. I tried to fix my old base, but it was so broken with all the updates. Oh yeah. Man, those updates. Oh my god. It's like, all I know now is to have bigger science buffers for updates. So if I do keep my game going, just have like 20,000 science buffered, not 8,000 science, because if you've got 20,000 science buffered, you can still re-research stuff that you lost when you update your game. That's my sad truth. I mean, I've researched this thing 3 times. This is the 3rd time I've done Mining Productivity 17. I've unlearned it multiple times. But it gets harder to research each time because they make the resource costs more. It's kind of funny. I don't mind. I'm always back to where I was at 540 hours. So it's taken me 205 hours so far. And I'm always back to where I was, so I'm quite happy with that. I think that's a good effort. Alright, let's go get some cannons in. I mean, I had daylight savings as well, so my time zone shifted by 2 hours versus Northern Hemisphere last week, which means that people who normally couldn't see me might be able to see me for a couple of hours. Good old daylight savings. I mean, normally it'd be like, I'd guess 4:49 PM here if I was streaming 2 weeks ago, but now it's 6:49 PM. The lack of robots early game really slowed the first part down, but right now I'm working on getting the new production science packs. Oh nice, so you're up to the is it the uranium? I think it's uranium. What's the thing? That thing, right? So heavy oil piston 0. Cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing a fresh play of it actually. I'm trying to get some blueprints while I'm playing with been doing Ilham's stream like in my lunch breaks, and I do like I'm doing a little bit of blueprinting, doing malls and stuff. So I'm kind of like planning to do a 0.6 fresh run, but it takes a while to get my head around it because I still feel like I haven't finished this run. I still feel like I'm doing things. I mean, my base never gets like good enough. There's always more to do. It's an endless process. That should be okay. So back to tulip. You know, K2 gives you an option to start with bots, I believe. Oh, really? Did not know that. That seems a bit OP. But maybe it's not too OP. I don't know. I think no requester chest, so it won't really matter. I think the requester chest is the main real bot thing, right? Once you get them, you don't have to like live on with trains and buses. You can do more mobile. OP like, Here is 6 extra inventory slots. Oh, is that how many slots you get? Oh wow, that's quite a lot. Whoa, what happened to there? It went real low. Little garbage incremental 6 spike on that, it's weird. I consider vanilla EC, but there's too much fun stuff in K2. Yeah, K2, what I really like about K2 is it rewards you for late game because you don't have to build like what I don't like about normal EC is I gotta build like a billion of these on a planet. Whereas in K2 I get a bigger building that is like 10 times denser than this one building. And so my footprint of my designs can be more compact. And I like compact designs. I don't like filling screens and screens with the same building. I don't like that. So I prefer smaller designs. Oh, the K2 tank, have you got that? There's some good weapons. I actually installed the boat. There's a boat you can build. I installed that, the AI boat. I don't see it in here though. Maybe it's not one of the things. Actually, where are the vehicles? I thought they were in this tab. I don't see them. Well, that's all the components for it. Whatever. Oh yeah, the ironclad, yeah. Tank, let's go to search for tank. Oh, it's in the first tab, yeah. So I've got this tank, I've got this laser tank. I like when I first started the game, in ECK2, I used this laser tank and it was so much fun. I really love the idea of the RTS factor. So when I started, I recommend AI all the vehicles and have the vehicle automation available too. And the whole point for vehicle automation is to wipe out biters fast. So you don't have to waste your time dealing with biters. You just build your base and then send your little robot army off to wipe out the biters for you. So you can spend more time building your base. So that's much more fun, I think. It's a funner loop. An advanced assembler from K2 was glorious. I had 6 in there making 2K LDS in it. Yeah, I love like look at these things here. Even this little thing here doing prod 3s, right? That's really good. I mean, the biggest reward I think is the chem lab because you get an extra prod slot. This thing here with one more slot, and this makes your pipes not so crammed up. I mean, it doesn't mean I get better spacing, but I mean, I could space them out better. This is a really old base. I have not torn down. This is from like 2 years ago, so. I could just rip it all up and put it down, but I think I need to clone it and put the clone down. I'm gonna do that right now though. Right now I'm just gonna add heavy oil because I want some. Here we go. Should get some heavy oil. Advanced fluid handling for pipes, so good. Yeah, I mean, my problem is I always random. Man, it's random items everywhere now. Let's see if my if this thing works out. I should make a coal oil setup. I should make this, and away it goes. Actually, there's on a prod 2 setup too. Oh, it's not powered. Do I even need that? What is that anyway? I don't even know. I think that was just to power the cut and paste. That's from the pre-build. So that's my gas line. I don't really need the solid fuel. This is mostly make gas, right? That's the whole point of this. I need to feed it into these, make plastic. So all I need to do is hook in this pipe. Hang on. Is there water in the pipe? Oh no. End of it there. Okay. We're looking okay. Here we go. Then I should start making plastic on the planet again. I think I used to mine oil on this planet, but it ran out. Like quite a while ago. Yeah, we're starting to get some. We're trying to start processing Vitamelange cores here, without, you know, seeing it all back home unprocessed. I'm trying to decentralize. That's the plan. It takes a long time to decentralize, eh? It's like it's a lot of work. I mean, I retrofitted some haulers. These are my Nequitite haulers. These ones are 50k Nequitite haulers. And these are really old. I mean, I've retrofitted the engines once. Retrofitted the logic up here once. And this has been ripped out too. The chest is kind of the same. I do now bring the sulfur and the iron ingots though to the mining site. So it's a bit more. And previously, I used to send a rocket to deep space with sulfur, iron plates, and water barrels. And then I started sending water ice. Now my spaceship just brings it all itself. I should have done that in the first place, but I don't really do much Nequitite mining when I finish the game. I kind of I didn't really need to. Hang on, where's the number? Yeah, there's my latest hauler. This is a 1k hauler. The whole stress at 6,000 is my max now. But I can't research anymore because it's too far. It's too hard now. So basically I got to spaceship 10 and then I updated in January. And there's no way I'm going to get any more. Because it costs like 500,000 science to get the next one. Where is it? 512,000 science. I mean that's a bit much for me. Yeah. I mean I could do it and grind it. I just don't feel like grinding it. I mean I struggle doing this. This it's 59,000, and that's a struggle. So it's 10 times more than that. Here's my latest neck hauler. So I started utilizing cargo wagons for storage, and I still got the chests for requesting reports. That worked out quite well. This goes, it brings the resources to mine, and does the slingshot. It's quite fast because it's 981 whole mass. And the power of the engine's like, I mean, we don't need a gigawatt power plant, but we need 70. This actually could power the actual the mine itself. Not that we'd do that, but it could do that. I was working on some other ships, but most of the stuff I was doing offline was like just fixing up things, really. We've got this setup here going. There's like a 12 million Nequitite patch next to a 2 million and a 3 million. So this is like, you're not going to get better than this. This is like 17 million Nequitite. It actually lasts me a very long time. But this is 354,000 tiles to the right. So it's a long way in one direction to get to. I had to find it. It took me a while to find it, but that was worth it. I I kind of fixed up some of my ships as well. But they all seem to be waiting in orbit, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing. Have we run out of stuff on nauvis? What are we doing? Where's the... Was this bug? What's happened? No, it's fine. We don't even need the resources. Why is the copper not... Oh yeah, the copper goes underground. Your ships are weird? Yeah, I got lots of weird ships. Look at this one. It's like toes, this one. There's like toe jam. It's got like the little gaps in the toes. And they got these holes. These are all cuckoo. I call them the cuckoo class. My first ship I built was a cuckoo. The cuckoo. So I started calling them the cuckoo class. They're all variants of the same ship. This is the latest cuckoo I was working on. I did a mixed train wagon with requester chests. These ones here. What was that ship called? It's in the site. I retrofitted both of them though. So this one here, the bots deliver this into the spout. And as it goes down, the inserter puts inside the wagon on both sides. And I've got logic to say do not output it unless it's like a certain location. It's reading the signal from the spaceship clamp. So this ship was this I think it's 870 container stress before, and so now I've increased the amount of cargo by adding these wagons and reducing a few buffer chests. So it says the logic is this here 24,000. That's not quite true because we've got another 8 times 20 times 40, whatever that is. I might as well math it. 8 times 20 times 40. Another 6,400 in the train wagons, but we can't read the contents of the train wagons. We only can read the contents of the ships. Thing is, like, because these output all the time, they never get full, so they never trigger. Well, in theory, don't trigger. That, you know, we can launch yet, and so they keep putting these up. It looks like it works. They all got items in them, so this ship takes about 3,000 core fragments, and yes, it's a very weird ship. I think most people would have a reactor that is not like on the side like this. The reactor would be like a box here or something, and then the rest of the ship would be above it, and so it'd be nice, like nice little rectangle. I was trying to min-max something, and I ended up with this design. It's taken quite a while though, but oh, it kind of works. Hey, where's my... We got no medium poles, really? I got no medium poles. What? No automation cores. What? And no better inserters. No inserter parts. What's going on here, man? That's not cool. Asymmetrical designs are more interesting to look at. Oh, thanks, it fits. I have to start making my spaceships to go get burial in the asteroid belt. Oh yeah, nice. I think, like, I mean, I got some symmetrical designs. It's not my Tron designs. You can always take this ship out for a spin. This is a plague ship. I mean, that's a symmetrical design. That ain't too weird. Bit hefty though. Hey, it looks like we're missing a shield. Ah, you like the potato? The train's like the intestinal tract. See? We eat. The mouth is here. You see? This was a victory ship. It's like if you look at it, it's actually like a smiling clown. And these little train hauler things. I don't know. They're alright. I still gotta get this thing going. I need to get this thing working with the defences. And there's my latest design. I reckon this is like an owl. I don't know. It's a space elevator ship. There's no space elevator there, but that's where it's supposed to be. Elevator. It's supposed to be like a planet one where I go down and occupy a new planet. So I bring like six trains worth of stuff, and then take back 6 trains worth of stuff, but it's not really that viable. I think the better one was the figure 8. I think this figure 8 one's better because both train stops can actually pick up the items, whereas this one's just rude. This is a rude ship. It's like a half 8. So that's alright too, but that's like 2,000 mass. That's 3,000, that's 3,000, and that's 3,000. So as far as 3,000s go, this is way more dense. It's got twice the trains as this. Even though it's only got half these available. Because unless one thought I had was have this ship land and take off twice and have 2 space elevators, which means that both of them can unload. I don't think that's a really good idea. Bit of a waste of launch cost. But yeah. Why do I not have holes? What's happening? I need automation cores. Well, this whole thing's busted, man. Automation cores. Why don't I have them? We're really low on all sorts of stuff here. Instead of parts, like what? Really? Where are they? I don't have much iron gears or whatever's either. What's the other item missing? I think that was it really. Approach cogs here though, another one. Getting one step closer to bioscience every time I work on it was pretty daunting at first. Yeah, bioscience is that was my first space science ever, was bioscience 1. I was redoing my videos, like giving them timestamps while I was sick, and I was looking at my videos and I was like, oh, I should bioscience first. So I set up, this is what I set up right here as my first bioscience. These things, but they don't need lithium chloride really. They changed the recipe many times, so this was the same recipe though. But when I did my playthrough, getting the resource types, that was my first goal. So I went and get all the resource types, so I got no bottlenecks, and then I started the science. But now you're kind of forced to unlock a couple of sciences that you normally would have got before you can go out and get your colonies. So, but the best thing about bioscience is once you move to this recipe with the methane gas, this methane gas recipe is just a godsend. when you're using coal, it's awful. It's just no good at all. And the other MVP bio recipe is this one here. This is your best recipe to make bio sludge. It's so good. So you basically get like endless free bio sludge using this recipe. You just gotta make sure you get the loop going. I mean, the biomass itself takes quite a few steps because you got to craft it from these two inputs, right? But the bioculture and the nutrient gel, right? This is just basically nothing, and this thing here, the bioculture, is this a spice? It's the main cost. Looks a little bit low on the nutrient vat gel though. This is not that fast. It's because moving it. Oh, it's 240. Is it inserter speed? What's wrong with it? Oh, it's just actually that's an output problem. This is filled up. Nothing wrong at all. It's fine. One problem I had for a long time is actually making too much thermofluid, so I started making thermofluid of this recipe recently. This is the better recipe. And I was trying to read these chests to infer if I was full, but I think I have to read all the chests before I do it, not just a few. So I'm going to wire up all the chests here. And it might help me identify if I'm should make any at all, because I think, I mean, I don't know how to read fluids otherwise unless you read every single chest. Like, how do you do it? Like, what's the best way of doing it? I don't know. But I think I should just read them all, because why not, right? They're all the same. They're all buddies. That's what I do with the bio sludge, I read them all. Oh no, this is... who's on this one? There was some logic. Oh yeah, it was the old logic. Went over to here for crafting it, but I stopped using that, so I can delete that anyway. Fluid balances out across containers, so you only need to read one. Well... so what happens is, say I make too much of this, right? So too much of this supercooled fluid, and it sits here, and so these are kind of low. Then I craft a bunch more of this, and then I suddenly start using this for antimatter. So it comes back as this fluid again, and then I got no room to put it, and then my system's flooded because I got no room for this. So I really need to math the whole end to end actually, but I don't bother, so I probably should compare that with that really, as one figure. And that decreases by a certain amount. I should make some more. I mean, currently, this is signaling it's got. Why is it reading so much? Oh my god, it's got the whole network in here. What have I done? I thought I just wired up the the chest. I must have a robot in here. Yeah, spaghetti's next level, eh? On the... oh, there we go, we're reading network statistics. We don't want that. Look, A2K. Okay. So, I guess we'll change this. And this is less than 25,000 in the whole thing. Here we go. Yeah, this base is very natural built. There's actually quite a lot of dead spaces in this base that aren't even used anymore. Like big areas like this here, I think most of it doesn't go. It just it's this legacy. I haven't got around to deleting it because I might use in the future. Like this, I don't craft these red chips here. I turn these off. I've moved inserters to not craft. For some reason we're crafting copper wires though. For whatever reason, we're using them. I can even build a base like that, but the dead spigot is more interesting. Well, I think the most interesting part of this base is probably, I'd say like, this sort of area here is kind of interesting, down to here. But this is all my science, it's just that, from that there to that there is all the science packs. And the other part of science packs is this is astroscience. This is like material, energy science. There's material science in here. Well, heck, up here is all deep space science. And all the high-end sciences are here. Bioscience, high-end. But like, it's all like, you know, all over the show. This is where I had room at the time. And because I upgrade the buildings, I got these pipes now that do nothing. Like you'll see there's all these pipes everywhere. It's because there was a building here, but because they changed the buildings you need in ECK2, the building doesn't work anymore, so I have to delete the building and then I have to find new buildings. So I have to start putting these advanced research servers everywhere. They didn't used to be used, you see. It was a different building type. So I ripped the old building out, which is a different shape. Put these in. But then I was like, well, they don't fit, so I had to like, I put them in new locations. So we kind of, when I patched my game up very quickly, I kind of, you know, I mean this bit here is probably about the tiniest bit I've got. This, doing the data, deep formatting, you know, formatting the old cards. But I'm glad we got this mining productivity though. Now I reckon, what do you reckon, mining prod or robot speed? I think I should go more robot speed again. I mean, I used to have robot speed 18, so I'm getting close to where I was. Now I started trying these recipes out. These are the these are weird recipes. These are for making 10 particle stream from, you know, iron ore, copper, rare metals. I thought this is a way to save on material testing packs, but after I did some math, it's exactly 1-to-1. There's no savings, because this matter liberation data, even though you get 99% back, by the time it's made 100 of them, it's costed you the same amount of material packs as it's used in this recipe, with the sand and the material testing packs. I'm like, well, that was a waste of time. But I mean, it does eat up scrap. I mean, this stuff here is from scrap iron ore, so it's good at eating it, but it's pointless. I mean, this is more planned out. This is actually me planning stuff. It's a bit tidier. And this thing here is a bit, well, it's still a bit messy, I think, but this is me planning a bit more. This is like not planned. This is like just add more in. How's my science looking? Oh, we're good. It's working. Alright, let's carry on with tulip. I keep getting distracted. I'm the worst at distractions. Alright, so we're getting okay, we're getting inserters. That's what matters. Oh, look, we're getting sulfur. Where's the plastic? Oh, look at that, plastic maxed out. Got 400 plastic. Let's go for 1,000, eh? That was quite good ripping that out, actually. That worked out quite well. Look at that, we've got 13,000 light oil now. So I could be making more. I get just going as fast as I can. I could speed these up. I thought they were on I thought they were on the better one. No, they're not. I'm gonna prod throughs, man. This alternate path, they should be prod throughs. I can't imagine playing this without the module instead of now. I did the whole playthrough without it, and it's it makes such a big difference. Such a like crucial helper. Anyway, that's where my coal goes. Turning coal into plastic, basically. Via other means. Okay, so should we have where's my power poles? Did I build that power pole? We didn't. Really? I swear this planet has a medium power pole producer. I failed to register that. It does not have one. It doesn't. Really? No medium power poles. Huh. So random. I mean, not that we need medium power poles, but suddenly I find myself wanting them. Oh, it's because it needs that small iron electric. Oh, thanks for follow. Doobie? Is it Doobie? Dow. Excuse me. Alright, let's get the small poles in. I don't even know why I'm doing this little mall thing. I'm obsessed with little malls. Alright, let's get this going. So it should build this. And we can start inserting finally. Oh, it's meant to be a footer inserter actually. Actually no, we can fill to the left. Output left. No, output right is vita. There we go, we got our core going. And so the end of this, let's go on the same belt. I can wrap around, I think. That's fine. So what we need to do is hook the water in. Get some water in here. Pump. Power pole. That'll do. I should speed this up too. That's a question, like, do I do 4 sides on this? Or do I just do 2 a lane? Like, what's the actual... We'll speed it up and have a look at the speed first. I'll put it on the outside. We'll do that. What's the best layout you reckon? Where should we put the goodies? I reckon this could be alright. Oh, it's no power. Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah. Hey, the tutu fee. How's it going? Are you a partaker in the Factorio? The Space Exploration Factorio? 3.8 per second. So that's like 1 miner. Wow, that's so little. This needs 21 a second. 3.6, 3.8. Okay, so 1 to 1 actually. I wonder are efficiency modules useful in this mod? I would say they are very useful while you're on nauvis initially. So probably efficiency 1 and 2. So I'd do that for nauvis just to reduce the annoyance of having to expand your power plant and having to deal with biters. But once you leave nauvis, you won't be touching efficiencies really until you do some massive power things in space orbit. You need the material fabricator, so it's actually a building requirement. Is the higher tier ones. You need efficiency 6 for that. When you go look at this efficiency and usage, it's needed for this building here. Now you need lots of these material fabricators because they make all of your antimatter, as far as I know. They make these things here. So you're gonna probably want to have efficiency modules stored up at some point just for making these. But as far as like using them, I do use them for like here I've got efficiency 7, 2 of them, and I have like a max speed 6 of these speed 6s. So see these are they're 20 megawatts, right? With 2 of them. But say I built one without. I think the power usage goes quite astronomical because even though you got like, you know, lots of free power, so to speak, it's just a hassle to keep putting more power down. So this is 42 megawatts without it. So just 2 of them halves the power cost here, which means you can have twice as many of these. But say I put another one down, I probably should have 3 in here, for instance. It'd probably drop down to almost nothing in cost. I think they might have changed that. I thought that was already balanced, but maybe I mucked it up. But yeah, so my power in orbit, like I've got 171 gigawatts, which is like, you know, basically as free as you get. But I use a lot of that power for beaming. I've got like this array of energy beamers. So the efficiency modules, I guess this enables you to use more of these for beaming power elsewhere for your nauvis orbit buildings. So it's useful for nauvis orbit in that regards, because I do have that's all my solar here. It's quite a lot of space. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll put 3 of them in here. What are these things called? Plasma like, eh? That one. I wonder what's in here. Huh. It's the wrong one. So we'll see what 3M does. But I find doing the efficiency 1 higher than the speed makes it can drop efficiently, because you can't put as many efficiencies in. There's only 4 slots, whereas this has got 20 slots. So that's 8.4 megawatts. That like kind of halves the game. And I go 1 more, it might be down to like nothing basically. But I wouldn't go more than efficiency 7 though. I mean, I find speed 6 is more than enough. I use speed 9 for my space lab and for Arcosphere folding. But otherwise I don't use speed 9 or anything better than speed 6. I mean, you can do. Just the cost per module goes Well, it feels parabolic, but it's probably not parabolic. So this here is 400 kilowatts. Isn't that amazing? This is 400 kilowatts making plasma stream, and this is 19 megawatts. So I can literally have like 20 of these, or one of these. Just have an extra 2 modules in each. So it depends on your yeah, how much spare power you got really. If you want to keep putting lots of power down, that's fine. You don't have to do inefficiency modules. But you know, these are quite big. You know, it's quite a lot of real estate to put down. Like, I could put more of these down, but I mean, you can go the Naquitite ones, but they're very expensive. I'm starting to think I should bump this up to efficiency 7 all the way now. Oh, Andy, are you doing the Mike Lat strat? I saw Mike Lat doing that with his spaceship floors. I was like, that's pretty cool. I don't think it was intended like that, but either way, it's cool. So do you have any tips for the first planets you have to explore? Basically building a new base with a mall, cargo rocket building, etc., but feels tedious and quite inefficient. I recommend delivery cannons for a minimal start, just to get the new resource types. Because the main thing with this mod is most of the buildings you'll use are gated behind this early space sciences, so you want to do whatever you can to speed up getting those early space sciences, because that will mean you're not building like inefficient crap little bases. You can actually get the proper buildings that you'll stick with. So you might as well use whatever you can that's quick. It's not gonna be a final base. It's gonna be quick and nasty. But like a delivery cannon, it takes 4 items to build a delivery capsule. So you can literally have 4 cannons, getting the 4 items to make a capsule, and you can do the rest to make your mall, I guess, if you want. And then you send back like your ingot of like holmium or chromite rod or whatever. So, I mean, I did this like 2 years ago, but I've still got it going. These are my delivery cannon for my planets. So these are just to send top-up resources to my planets. I mean, nothing fancy, it's just like the base resources, right? The bare minimum resources, and they only go if it's low. Like, if these are, you know, triggering on their shopping list. So that's going to Goibnu, right? It's going to Constance. I mean, they're still firing even this far into the game. I mean, I don't need to have them going. I could have deleted them a long time ago, but I mean, that works. I mean, I think a lot of people try to go straight to the best, and that's slower though, because if you're doing like big rockets, it takes a long time to fill it up, right? It takes ages and ages, and so it's going to be very inefficient to do your first rocket, fill it all up. You can just send out you can just fire like 3 or 4 cannons back, and that's plenty to get your science going. Yeah, those, like, once you get like, you know, even these pylons, like even these pylon substations, like they're like a godsend for your base, just for the fact you can power this whole area. Like, it's a huge area. And then the wide area beacons is another one, because you don't have to put like look how big these wide area beacons are. Oh, that's covering all these buildings, nice and easy. That's more efficient because you only need this many modules on one building, rather than like the normal beacons. You'd have to put like, say, 5 of them here or 4 of them here, and each of them's got 8 modules. So that's 32 modules in that versus 20 in this. So you're saving 12 modules. So you actually have to make 12 less modules to get when you get the better tech. I mean, if you're not doing K2, you won't have these ones though. But I mean, it's just more for the different buildings you unlock. It's mostly for the orbital ones. But you have planet ones as well. I mean, when you start getting like a bulk mining going, when you've got some good productivity going, when you got like prod 6 and speed 6, you'll be doing full cargo rockets. You won't be doing delivery cannons. I mean, you can still top up for a mall for delivery cannons, but you won't necessarily need to do delivery cannons. But I still have delivery cannons going. It's not the... I mean, at this point, it's more effort for me to delete the delivery cannons than to replace them with cargo rockets. I mean, I do have cargo rockets for most items, but it's finished products. I send like this thing here. It's a cargo rocket of rough data storage, right? That's a finished product. Whereas delivery cannons, I would send these individual items up in the delivery cannon. I don't send like a rocket of iron plates to orbit. I send delivery cannons of iron plates because I can do that from anywhere in the star system straight at nauvis orbit and top nauvis up from any planet. I don't have to send a rocket from every planet because it's a lot of loop infrastructure. You got to do like the the cargo sections. You got to get the capsule. You got to get the rocket fuel, and then you got to like recycle stuff if things go wrong. Like if the rocket crashes on one of these outposts or somewhere else. It's got to be able to deal with that, and that's a lot of robots that are going to fly around, die, and cause all sorts of problems. But it's just different, like, different optimals. I mean, you might find you enjoy doing trains and rockets, and so you just do that if that's what you feel like you're doing, and that works for you. What I've tried to do now is, I call it, as far as logistics go, it's called hub and spoke. So you have you got your hub, which is say nauvis orbit or nauvis, and the spokes is all the outposts. But then even on the same surface, it's hub and spoke. Whereas previously I had like a rocket silo mall. So this is where the rocket silo mall was. All these rockets were sending up to nauvis. So I thought that's a great idea. I'll put my rockets in the same place, launch to nauvis orbit, different locations. Problem is, I'm only doing that to save on the crafting of this rocket fuel, right? But the physical items is actually the problem. So to move the items less distance, I started spoking them out to where they're actually created. So, like the holmium wasn't here. I moved three of the rockets here because this is where I actually make the holmium. And so now this is like a spoke. And these go to different locations in nauvis orbit, but the fact is I make all this holmium here for nauvis orbit, so it makes sense to have the rocket silos next to it rather than have the rocket silos centralized. You should just decentralize rocket silos if possible and just move the rocket fuel to where it's needed. But I don't know, mistakes were made. I've done a lot of changes as I've played this mod. I mean, this is the best change I did was necrotite mining. This thing here is like OP is the most logistical OP thing you can get. A spaceship doesn't even have to move. It just parks up and I mine the necrotite. There's no hauling. There's no like space logistics. The only logic is on these belts I send through the satellite dish here to let things through, because all I need to do is make sure I keep getting sulfuric acid and water ice, and I can make sure I keep rid of the spent fuel cartridges and barrels and stuff. But this ship, it does have to fly, but it doesn't have to fly very often. It does have to fly when I run out of necrotite. But that's a real late game solution. You're not going to get this. I mean, you probably finish the game before you build one of these. If you want to do it like a long game. I mean, you can get these before that though. You can get these before you get to all your Deep Space Sciences. I think Deep Space Science 2 or 3 you get this available. So before you finish the game you can get this. It might help you get to a large enough spaceship faster because you can set up a necrotite miner. But I think most people wouldn't even touch it. They just grind out the resources needed. And I think my play, I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to build less items, but for UPS, look at my UPS pack. Like, look at this. Even just looking at this menu, it's like UPS intensive, and then it goes back to normal with outside the spaceship menu. Like, what's with that? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. But I thought there was going to be a big use for all these core fragments, you see. So this is not the way to do it. Like, it used to be actually quite feasible to move core fragments in 0.5 because you get 100 core fragments per cargo slot. So 500 cargo slots at 100, that's a lot of core fragments. But now it's only 20. But I still haven't, you know, disastabled all these spaceships that do this. They still ship it all here. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is process the products off-world so that I am shipping the product back, not the core fragment back. I've done it for like a few things. I've got Gannis. I used to do it a long time ago and I started getting it going again. This is my ice world. It does cryonite and erudite. And what happened to my erudite? We've run out of hydrogen chloride barrels. Wonderful. Maybe I'll fix that. 8:15, we got plenty. Okay. Is it just a delivery speed? We're moving at 1 cannon. Okay, so it's actually just a delivery speed. We'll just have 2 of them. Oh, I found one of my cars. Apparently these cars cost me UPS just by existing. I need to delete them, but I can't, like, I can't delete them. I have to like physically pick them up to get rid of them. I'd like to delete them though. Here we go. Is that right? 100. Sure, it's gonna be fine. Well, these ones doing nothing on them. Huh. Deleted. Alright, see you later, it's Fitz. Thanks for coming in and chatting. Hope your play goes well. It's a great mod pack. I intend to start again. Maybe we get some good blueprints from some people. I need like a blueprint donation service so I can build less spaghetti. Alright, we'll go back to Tulip. And alright, we got the... Oh, I didn't filter it. Actually, tell you what, I actually don't need to filter it. They can be non-filtered. Because I'm filtering on the belt anyway. So I reduced my building for MemKing modules by 80% and doubled output. Lol. What's a MemKing module? Reduced my building for making modules. I like this MemKing. It sounds great. I'm the MemKing. My name's Maholic. I'm the MemKing. Could be something. Probably isn't anything. I know it's a typo. I just like the typo. I'm gonna make this a moment. Hang on, where's this moment button? I always forget that where this is. Hey, where'd the moment button go? Did they get rid of it? Oh, there it is. Wait a moment. There we go. Got the man. The Mam King is now a moment. Alright, so this is the oh shit, this needs some filtering. So the whole point of this is to start processing vitamelange on this planet. So we get spices going, right? The spice must flow. I mean, that's slow crafting. But not too bad though. We've got this whole output of crap. Now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that, but where's the actual thing? This thing here. Previously we just burned it all basically. We just burn it to nothing. Now, because the way they've set this up, I could actually turn this into oil and coal. I need vitalic reagent to do that. I don't know whether that's worth it. Is it worth making oil and coal on the Vita planet? Or should I just disappear the items into infinity? I mean, I could ship it all back. I could turn to green ships. I mean, I put like a 6x6 here. It's a bit of a big beastie. The big Papa Bear. Everyone likes a Papa Bear. You got Mom Bear and Papa Bear. You know? Hey, where's my storage warehouse? I thought I had them here. Maybe I don't have them either. Far out. This planet doesn't have anything, man. I feel like this is like a... This is a bad planet. It's been neglected for too long. I don't want that many. And we need a storage as well. Bad planet. Bad planet. Alright, here we go. Cool, we're gonna get a warehouse. That's my coal belt anyway. Oh wow, we're actually gas is actually flooding. Plastic's flooded, sulfur's flooded. Wow, so this thing does work. It's such a compact design. I wonder if I can make it better. I really like this design. Besides, these pipes don't look very nice though. But it kind of works. It's wired up. We can even do modules from these solid fuel. But not yet. I mean, these used to go everywhere, these spice deliveries. But I turned that off and they upgraded. I mean, this used to be my Vita processing all through here. I had to rip it all up. It's all legacy now. So this is my resources. So I get cores, wood and stone. Like a lot of it. And we get shit tons of spice too. Why has this got no extract though? This is too efficient actually. I'm starting to realise that the core fragment actually is way too good. Maybe we can make oil and coal here. And then we're kind of self-sufficient. No, this chest, I don't want to put it up here and process it. I mean, I could process left to right. And that's up and down though. I mean, like that, but maybe do 3 of them. We could start back in the corner. Right there, 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a filtered. This is normal cores. Oh, these are flooded on normal cores. What's happened? Oh, because we're not processing any, okay. Flooded on flowers. We got too many flowers. I don't try to flood flowers. We did. It happens sometimes, you know? It's not my fault. Right. I got left and right. I guess I can. We don't need a whole belt. We can stop at the beginning. Short and sweet. That's what I said. Alright, I got room for the beacon. Yeah, copy that, didn't I? Yep. This is normal cores. Oh yeah, they got all the shit, don't they? You can't just put them together like that. Totally. Oh man. The brain does not want to remember. Oh, that's awful doing these. Look at mineral water. Mineral water is such a troll because I need it so much, but it's such a pain to move between other services. I was like, you know, it was like not moving it, but I am moving it, you know? Okay, we can't do this setup. I have to copy my nauvis setup. And here somewhere is this setup. I need to get a better one though. I'm gonna redo it. It seems like too spaced out, you know? I mean, look at this. I think the end one looks okay. It's real estate that is though. It's this huge amount of footprint. I mean, I could go parallel over here. But there, would that fit? Cliff, no, but I'll give it a cliff. I think we're alright. Yeah, that's kind of feasible. I don't think we got any large storage tanks here though. These power poles. That doesn't work, does it? No, not that one. We want that one. I need to feed them their belts. We've got no blue belts. No blues. We've got reds. We can use the red ones. Well, the red does reach. That's what it wouldn't. Okay, it's not so bad then. Another one? Oh, that's a blue. Can't do blues. Where's the output? I guess it doesn't matter. As long as I've got 3 pipes that are the same, it'll be okay, right? That's the only one that's funky. Could move that chest up higher. That's an alignment. Yeah. Right, these belts, that was the hook and belt, wasn't it? So we don't need that. That's all done. So I can make 2 tier 9 speeds a minute with my tier 1 speed output. That's a lot, man. I'll show you my speed 9. Oh, maybe just speed. That's speed 8. I basically made none of that. Made 291. The whole game I made 1.3 million speed 2s. Where's all speed 8s though? I mean, 1.9k speed 7s is not bad though. Yeah, especially with K2, that's I'm surprised you can do that because this module's the module's going mental. Absolutely mental. Alright, looks like we're missing steel pipes, but otherwise we are good to go. We just need this speed modules. I'm gonna set up reserve a 4th one maybe? Another one down here. There's not that much actual cores, is it? How many cores I got? I got 20 coronite cores, what the hell? Anyway, No, need the power. Need more power. We've got the power. Alright, so there's no water, which I'm not venting, which is fine. Actually, why is that one not hooked in? That should be part of this. Hang on, that's not right. That's that one. Where's the water go then? Ah, that's right. That was the previous setup. We're going south, we're using it. So I could add fluid wagons on the spaceship to take this stuff back. Wow, that's gonna be complex. But if I do one multi, I'm thinking about doing a any-to-any hauler. So it takes fluids and cargo from any of my planets and takes it back. And I can set the item types from logic. What's that? I don't know. So where are you gonna get all your oil from for that solid fuel, man? Have you do coal mine all that or what? Alright, we might need some outputs. You're an oil moon. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's gonna last a long time. Those oil moons are insane. Yeah, I think everyone gets one then. My one's called a Rawn. I don't really use it. Don't really use it properly. I really should have done something with it, but it's not really been used to its full extent. I kind of went to core mining. Never used it really. This is the ores. Yeah, I've been using the same patch for like 200 hours now. Oh wow. This is my oil world. I barely use it. I had explored the whole planet, but I trimmed it. I had a little bit of chromite out here. But I should just use it for core mining. But maybe I should use, you know, not just do core mining here. Probably not the most efficient, you know. Oh, the core patches look pretty dense here. These don't look like they're moving all the time, so maybe the frequency's gone up enough. Go add some more belt jankaroo. I have a feeling it's gonna change. Oh. Well, that looks alright. Those other ones, they look kind of thin. What are the northern ones? Yeah, they're fine too. Okay. That's fine. But yeah, so I was mining like, I guess I had one patch in here that ran out. I just didn't bother hooking more in. Because I wanted to go to infinite oil rather than mining patches. Because when you get like wide area beacons, you can mine those patches out really fast. I can't bother setting up more oil derricks. So I just sort of just move to a post oil world with no oil derricks. Alright, there we go. So this is all the... Why isn't it working? Oh. Oh. Okay. I could move the stone as well into here with the wood. That's all my shit I got to get rid of, basically. I also got this to get rid of too. And the water. Water's kind of a nothing right now. Oh, that's supposed to be prod 3s, not 8s. I don't have prod 8s here. We'll swap this to that one. Really? Really? It's not going to downgrade. Okay. What's my downgrader so I can click that? Click that twice and it's down this prod 3s. So this is jammed up because I've got too much vitamelange for spice. So we can't output anything. I'm not sure whether I should let that buffer. I think I shouldn't because it's meant to be 1-to-1. And it's infinite, right? So it says we got 1.2 left over even. But it will block up. Maybe I should do that on negative, but I don't really want to imbalance this if it matches up. Oh yeah, the stone gets through as well, doesn't it? Because, yeah. I think it's okay. What am I do with all this resources? Like, I thought this was actually quite far away from. This is spaceship lands here. My how's my spaceship these days? Is it even going here still? There's no extract, eh? Like, we just don't make enough. That's why I'm trying to do this, so I can send spice back. If I send spice back, we just need to have these instead. Because extract, we kind of... Once you get one extract, you get infinite extract, so... I guess I will be making extract on the planet I'm at as well. Don't think about that. What am I doing with that currently? Where does extract go? Huh? Did I not filter that? I thought I filtered it. I must have missed a filter. I did miss a filter. The extract gets in here and gets turned into nothing, because the extract can be turned into a fuel. And I was turning process fuel into... Well, I was going to turn process fuel solid fuel into process fuel, but I mean, what do I process fuel for? Like, what do you use process fuel? In K2 it's kind of, they've not really fixed it up to proper, like you can actually make rocket fuel out of this, I think. But in normal, look at you do this one, you see. You just need one vitalic reagent, you can make that. Is that worth doing? I don't know. My brain says no. But that's probably the best thing to do with process fuel. Is turn it into better fuel. Yeah, but is it worth like turning the process fuel into oil and coal and wood? Or should I just crush it into infinity? That's the thing, right? Is it worth losing one vitalic reagent to make this? Will I be better off? I was starting to see the to get coal, really. The only reason we make it for coal. Just turning a waste product into something useful. Yeah, I'm sitting on a big supply. 4 million coal patch, yep. I'm not gonna mine it though. I'm not gonna mine I'm not gonna mine the coal patch I'm on top of. What are you talking about? I actually do have a shortage of coal though on nauvis. I believe I did anyway. Oh no, I'm actually okay on coal again. I seem to have resolved my coal problem. Oh yeah, because I got my coal core fragments going again. I had a planet. My ship wasn't collecting the coal core fragments, so we were low on coal. Oh, I'm not gonna mine a planet, man. I do core mining. These are my spaceships floating around. That's my UPS has dipped. I got spaceships going everywhere. Well, I want the infinite solution. You know, I don't want the temporary solution. I really love the game, auction not included, but I can't play it because it doesn't have infinite solutions. It's an entropy simulation, and everything fails, and I can't deal with it. Got around time for work. Alright, thanks for coming in for the chats, Andy. Hope work goes fast and then you can get back to building the monstrosity of the game factory. It's a fun game though. Oh, there's Immersite Cave in my own system. I didn't realise. I could have just gone there. Why the shit? Oh my god, that's ACOS. No, it's not. Yeah, I hope I'm better too soon. I might get a hot drink soon, actually. These I was calling them miters. They look kind of weak, don't they? Huh, and they shit out like a behemoth. I love how weak they are, they're just like shitting out like dudes like no tomorrow. I just look at them and they're like, hey, we know you're looking, we know you're looking, man. We know you're looking. I mean, I could just show up here with a plague rocket and just disappear them. I used to have a base here and I deleted it. I took like 2 hours to delete it, and probably a couple hours to set up in the first place. And I deleted it because it was too small. It was kind of funny. I feel like colonizing every planet in my home system now. I don't know why. My brain's like going a bit funky, I think. Maybe I'm playing too much. It's like this planet here, Bowmore. 100% threat. There's actually an amazing crude planet for ore mining. I mean, this Hominite one here, I've done this one good. Green. 8.4 radius, 800. And it's got the holmium cores, right? And I've only got like, was that 5 cores? 1, 2, 3, 4 cores, that's it. I've got 4 cores hooked up. Each one does 12 though. So that's like almost 50 cores a second. Hey, what have I done wrong here? Oh, I'm stupid, that's what I've done. I load half these belts. Ah, what am I doing? Okay. I see what I did there. We'll go slowly fill the other side then. So many planets. It takes so long to like figure out like some things that are going on. Alright, so I could go make coal and stuff. I don't even know I want to. I think this is the right idea though. Now, delivery cannon, you just replace this with any other logistics solution, right? So it's this, or rockets, or spaceships, or arcalinks, or none of them. And I suspect a spaceship will replace these 2 delivery cannons, making up spice. So I need to convert my tulip hauler that drops off here to spice hauling. Now the problem with spice hauler is it can't go to nauvis orbit because it requests it. So I have to overhaul this ship. Do they even call it the tulip? Yeah, so this is the tulip now. And it drops down Vitamelange, and it's supposed to be core fragments too, but this is a very old design. I can retrofit this. I'm even tempted to do this version with spice instead. This is not a bad design actually. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I mean, look at this versus this. It's not too big a change. Done some train things. I would lose the logic on this. These A signals. 1139 A signal. In 2 locations. Here and there. You can copy them out for cut and paste purposes. Why have I got Netquin processors on my spaceship? Oh my god. Alright, let's go retrofit this whole ship. Now I don't want to take that thing out though. Oh, where's the reactor? Alright, let's see how this works. Now that's got the international, well not international, the like, kind of global logic on it, isn't it? Gate work to be done. Copy that first. Oh, it's still not built. Oh, what? It's actually not even mirrored properly. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. And then you got this side bit. Well, we don't want that, not this bit. And that. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's nice, clean cut and paste. All we need now is the docking logic, which is this setup. We'll put that at the top actually. We'll get in the same location for now. Then, oh shit, not that ship. We put in the wrong ship. This ship. Yep, that's better. And it's just got to read the green signal, right? Go to A. Do I redwire that? Oh, I do. When do I redwire that and green wire the other one? It's supposed to be there. And this red wire. Off from that. 16 still. 26. Yep, we're good. Turn that off. Alright, what's left? This is a spaceship. The trains, right? Oh, but I'm not setting the... This is the wrong ship design. It's not setting the request. You must have put this down. When I did it, it doesn't though. So the idea of this ship is we're supposed to set spice and it's supposed to land on the planet. Oh yes, doesn't the ship sort of fill up with logibots too? I think that was the flaw of the ship design. 914. That's right. I don't need that wall there actually. That could, well, I'll leave it there, but it does need to be there. Oh yeah, the red wire. Really, it's managed to stay connected exactly the same. You know, I didn't wire that up. Huh. I'm gonna redwire this straight down. Okay. Oh, it's on the wrong item. So, it's coming on spice. I think if we set requests as well by location. which means I got to steal from this logic. Oh wow, they've run out of power now. Been parked up here too long. Not fully, wow. Didn't now do that. I'm not even doing anything. It's sort of idling. Alright, whatever. Now I could read all the belts, but I think the set request was a good logic, which is all this logic here though. It's quite convoluted. The summary is just that really. Then we'll go just read the A signal. Can I fit this on board? Well, first off we get rid of this thing. We made that redundant elsewhere. One, two, three, four. I got two. No, it's not reading the actual. That's better. What the antimatter, is that getting red? Really, it's not. Oh, it's ripped it up. That's getting red. Alright, so actually ready to launch. Hey, Giblick. This game looks like it's gotten more complex when I last looked. Or a lot of this is from mods. Yeah, this is space exploration mod. This is a spaceship. You end up doing quite a lot of you know, wire conditions. I'm trying to have a surface dependent logistic request. So it depends on what planet it's on. It requests different items. I've got this thing here to paste in it, but it doesn't fit. It would fit right there, but that's like where my power pole is, which is a bit awkward. I'll have to unplug this and then reconnect all the wires it loses. Let's sort of memorize that. Sure. Alright, let's get the red wires back in. Well, the red wires can probably stagger on here, eh? If it's reading. Not like it's being exactly like the kind of crack it's supposed to be for those who like this kind of thing. Yeah. I like, it's basically visual programming is my take on Factorio. It does a good job of it. Alright, it's all hooked up. It's a kind of cleaner wire connection too. I mean, the cool thing about this mod pack is you get to do things like this though. You make spaceships that they kind of look kind of cool and they go quite fast. It's quite neat. I mean, this is like there's a train spaceship. It moves oil and drops off stuff. This is a factory ship you find. I kind of retrofitted. It's got trains in the middle. This is my hammerhead is supposed to go fast, but it's rocks and stuff. And hey, Forgotten Lies 1987. Never seen Factorio mods that look. This looks cool. Yeah, I recommend look into Space Exploration mod. It's the best mod there is for Factorio. I'm very biased because I've been playing it for 2 years. I got 756 hours in this mod. There's a space elevator and there's a space trains using it. Yeah, so this is the star map. This is the whole map of the whole game. So each of these is an asteroid field. These are star systems. And each star system, it's got planets, moons, and some of them got asteroids. So each of these is a place you can go. Every surface. I can go to this planet. I go to this moon. I mean, I'll go down to this one. This is a planet. Just like when you start Factorio, you know, it generates the terrain. This is what the planet is. I landed on it. So it's pretty big. There's 600 services all up, roughly, in this mod pack. So, I can't remember which one that was, because I want to delete it now. Oh well. Doesn't matter now. Yeah, so I've got all these spaceships that fly around. Right, where am I? There's my dockyard. All these spaceships docked. They go and pick stuff up from different places. This is methane ice. You got different. Got these text plate mods. It's very useful for labeling things. You just go and pick stuff up and bring it down to my spaghetti nauvis planet, which makes things, but mostly bots and rockets. It's like I like the rockets land on these landing pads here, and then resources get processed, then I send them back up on rockets. So rather than I mean, you can train. I've got some trains. I've got a train here going. This goes up and down between this planet and the orbit. The train goes up, does its thing, comes back down, and drops off oil, and goes back around and goes up again. So yeah, you can do heaps of stuff. It's amazing mod. This takes you like a long time. If you got time, if time's on your hand, then yeah, it's great. But yeah, I was trying to design the spaceship. I'm trying to retrofit this to move more resources. This file's 756 hours up here. I started it June 2020. I've streamed the whole thing. It's all on YouTube. Every, like, I think 400 episodes. I would not recommend watching it. That's a bit long. Oh yeah, how that thing works. I think there's a link on the down below as well. I should make that actually able to be done by anyone. Do you think all the effort Factorio did to increase the efficiency of the running game helped make these mods more viable? I'd probably say it went a long way. It's probably helped out a lot. But a lot of things actually, like these spaceships are just using the map maker. You know how the map make when you start generating a map? The spaceship is just it's like a physical surface, a mobile physical surface. So they use a lot of tricks with their game engine to make it work. But they have to regenerate all the items, like clone of the items when it leaves and when it takes off. That's quite a big UPS hit, because it's kind of fudging what the game is supposed to do. What other mods do you like to use other than STNK2? I like a lot of utility mods, but as far as like overhaul mods, I don't know about overhaul mods. I played Nullius. I did not like it, but I just found it was because there's too many intermediaries. I like the loops though. I've done Bob's. I like the raw productivity modules and some of the resource types, but I found the game too convoluted. Like, it didn't really change the game mechanics, it just made it more complicated for no reason. I've done like rampant biters. I'd recommend rampant biters if you want a completely different type of playstyle. It's more like tower defense Factorio. Makes it way tougher. But that's like most people play Factorio are kind of relaxing, so they probably don't want rampant biters. Yeah, I just remember seeing them changing the code all the time to lower CPU load and updates. Yeah, they've made a lot of efficiencies to like belts and item types. So every little thing they do definitely help things out. Alright, this is meant to be on Spice. And so when this is... what's the A signal? I've got to read the signal first. So we get to the back of that, this A signal. That goes to the back of that. Okay, it's working now. So these are supposed to set the request to all these read chests now, rather than read request. It completely changes the logic of the spaceship. What utility mods? I'd love you to see in case through that. They're awesome. I'll show you my mod list. It changes sometimes, so that's why I don't got an exclamation mod. But the rate calculator, you definitely got to play with that. So it's very useful for working out your factory design. I think a lot of people use Factory Planner, so you might want to try that. I haven't got it currently installed, I don't think. Oh no, I do. Factory Planner, I've got it. Milestones is kind of cool for this mod because it shows kind of cool like timestamps when you get things done. Stats GUI is this stuff up here. It's kind of nice to see evolution and stuff. Oh, thanks for the follow, Forgotten Lines. Equipment gantry is for like remote, like equipping Spidertrons with like, I guess like roports and power plant and batteries and stuff. Module inserter is like a must-have. I think it might be part of the SpaceX pack now though. If not, it should be. It means you, from one surface to another, you can click this little button down here, this little MI button, and put modules inside a building, which is really cool. Like this thing here. So this is like this is a module inserter, so you can save different presets for it. I really like this one here, auto trash mod, because what you can do is set profiles up. Hang on, if I get it going right. No character closing. Oh yeah, there we go. This way you can save, like you can different defaults. So you can do they do a ground setup when you're on Nauvis. When you're first starting, you have like ground items and your login request. Then you have like an orbit one. You can swap it over, and all your robots would take all the items out and put your new loadout in. So you can have like saved loadouts. So something that's not in your loadout gets trashed. So it's not in your loadout, it just gets put down here, which means that this doesn't fill up with junk. Even though this is filled up with junk right now, I've actually specifically chosen all this junk. So anything else that turns up gets trashed. It's very useful. If you're doing mod packs, like big mod packs, you end up getting lots of item types. So you want to be able to trash those items, otherwise you're having problems. I recommend, if you're not using Beast Finder, there's a factory search mod. Beast Finder is what I use for diagnostics. So say I want to find something that's getting reduced in orbit, like this. The green one is where it's being made. This is like things that need it, and this is where it's stored. So you can change the tick boxes depending on what you need. And if you want, you can even do the breakdown of it. So I can say I'm breaking down this, and it actually breaks it down to the components. Hang on, let's do it again. That's not right. Oh, it's that one. Yeah, that's the components. So look, then I can go search for the components in orbit. And what it does is it puts them on the map as like the green icon. So I make coal here, right? and I make coal here, and I make coal here, and I make sulfur here. So it's good to find things. You get quite a even if you haven't played your save game for a while, it's very good for finding things. Factory search does it as well, but it breaks it down per surface, so that maybe that's better. I like this because it has slightly different functionality. Yeah, so some really good mod packs. And I use input lighting for streaming. It adds like a light source to each power pole, so your game's not so dark. So I find it's useful for streaming. And text plates is amazing. That's all these things here. Love text plates. You actually, you know, when you like doing your rockets for this mod or other mods, say doing like a factory block, you can actually put some text in to say what it does, in case you know. Well, this looks nicer as well. You can do different colors and sizes and stuff, which is quite cool. That's most of them. I would recommend playing with AI automation vehicles, all the types if you did this mod pack though from the beginning, because but only for the initial, you know, ground stage, just to help you deal with biters and just get around this better. You get like laser tanks and stuff, and you can, it's like a real-time strategy game. Then you can just like tell them to go drive off in a direction, and all your tanks drive off in a direction, like in a real-time strategy game. That's quite cool. I should get a link of that video. And thanks to the fire Loki 6875. Yeah, I'm not gonna find the video for it. But there's some real cool functionality, I guess, some of these things. About 20,000 to my save now. Biters aren't really an issue. Yeah, okay. They're far enough in, that's fine. Yeah, it's really just for the early, you know, first 50 hours, it's quite useful. Though the other useful, if you still use your car, but don't use a car, you get jetpack. Yeah, I've got basically a giant spaghetti base. There's not much use of trains. I've got some trains like this iron train. And I've got like a couple trains for like space elevators. But I haven't done much use of trains in my playthrough. There used to be more trains here. There's a big train lines going down here to get copper. Out here getting copper as well. Going up here for iron. But this series, so to speak, has been going for a long time. I've done a lot of changes since I started it. Is it possible to get so big and not have a spaghetti base? Wow. I don't know, I think some people get a lot more organised when they get bigger. I go the opposite. I mean, I started getting some organised patches, but the reason that what I've struggled with is each patch change, a whole bunch, like not just one recipe, but in January they had 100 recipe changes. So I had to like change the recipes of 100 buildings, but I didn't know which buildings they were, and so I'd stumble across them and found out that that wasn't working for the last, you know, month. But I only just ran out of items because I had such a big buffer. That sort of thing can, like, you know, cause a bit of problem when you're redoing things and you don't realize you need to redo them. And plus, like, the items sometimes change the building type, so you have to actually literally delete the building and build a totally different building to get it going again. Because this save game started in 0.3 of SpaceX, now it's 0.6. So it's gone through 3 SpaceX versions, and it's gone through like multiple K2 versions as well. But I like to keep it, you know, up to date. I find it fun, so it's my like. I try to get like different learnings, like people have been doing like these kind of exploitive. They put like trains on the side of spaceships. I'm sure Loki has seen that. I'll show you some train spaceships I designed. This one here This here is a train spaceship. It's really small. It's 338 hull stress. When it launches, it's I'll show you. That's the spaceship. So it's pretty cool. Like, you can do some funky things. I think they'll patch this out, but it's just fun that you can do it for now. We're starting to get delivering rockets set up. Oh, nice. They're getting some big rockets. Takes a while to get like enough spare parts to make all the rockets constantly. But they're quite expensive. Yeah, I'm still using cannons, and I'm 700,000. I mean, cannons are. I mean, for raw resources like these cannons, these go to different planets to keep them going, and I find it's been such a good thing. Just for like utility. I mean, they're not seeing like, you know, complex buildings, so you can't, but they're seeing basic stuff. It's just this one's been. I actually deleted this planet, which is funny. I wonder how they try to get there still. Huh. They're trying to go to a planet that doesn't exist. Anyway, I was going to recolonize this planet, but I haven't. Might leave it. Hang on a tick. Might get here's a spaceship that's moving around. Just want to get a drink. BRB. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to got a hot drink. Very cold here. We had snow to the ground in the hills. which is kind of weird for spring. Only like 20 degrees. Got to 0. I struggle with the circuit networks, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I super struggled when I started this mod pack. Didn't know almost anything about circuits. My first rockets. I'll show you what my first rockets kind of did. I mean, these aren't my first rockets, but basically it's the same idea. This is what I did for my first rockets. I put each individual item as a request, and then a filter with the request limit. It was really, and I'd read it from this spaceship like a giant spider web. This is awful. This is like, I mean, it's good for like doing a one-off rocket where you're gonna send a lot of like, you know, this is just buildings, right, for building stuff. But as far as like doing logic, you really got to use these. The best way to explain this is all this is just that and that with a wire together. This is that, and this is that, and this is all it does is put them as next to go as a wire together. That's all it does. In the background, it's like puts it in some random pretend space. That's how the mod maker made it. And so those are just wires. And the biggest learning, it's just shopping list. Once you get shopping list, I mean, you probably know what shopping list is, but I'll show you what shopping list is. But basically, you do a shopping list, and your brain goes, "Oh, I can do shopping lists in quite a few places now. I'm gonna use quite a lot of shopping lists." That makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. Like, especially if the building builds it. Is it working? My bots aren't showing up. Very slow bots. Anyway, this is you times every individual item by -1 and output the number of that. So that just, so whatever I put here, doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to wire it in. The output signal on the far right is -1, -1. And that's a shopping list. So that goes at the destination location. So once you get like a rocket pad and a storage chest next to it, and you wire them into sender. You wire them into this thing, this transmitter, and then the other end's got this sender, and they're both got the same network, and you'll just then you can start filling up your rocket with the shopping list. You have to do a few more steps in that for some of the filters though. I've got generic shopping list, generic rocket shopping list. It works quite well. It's up here. So this is the generic shopping list. Is yeah. This is the shopping list for Nauvis orbit. Each one, the best way to lay it out, if you want a visual, is only 4 items, because then you can visually see your shopping list. I can see what I've got exactly. There's nothing hidden. Like normally I dump it all in, the whole lot, but you don't need to. So as you see, the first one here, -1. The next filter, I do it at less than 0. What that does is filter out all the other signals from Nauvis orbit that's not part of this list. And then what you get is this. This is the filter of the filter. And so the number of items goes right down basically. And so only those negative numbers are what I want. But they have to pass this logic of being negative 20. So there's only 5 items there that I want right now. Everything else is put on the who cares about. This here is just a kind of like an infinite deflator. Kind of just means I don't request these. I do have like items that request them in orbit. I don't want to actually physically request these items to orbit. So let's put a very high number here to make sure they just can't become a negative number in the request, and so they'll never get requested. And that goes down to nauvis. So I mean, you only really need these 2 steps really. I mean, this step here is kind of, I mean, you can just have a power pole to show what your signal is, so you can see what the output is. And then all this goes this here, and it goes into these chests. But this is, I mean, I've had this going for a while, but I didn't even have this until like, you know, 50 hours ago or something, this generic rocket. I was doing delivery cannons and crafting it and doing spaceships and random rockets and stuff. It looked like we actually had a problem with power poles there. I was looking at this, we got negative 500 power poles, which means that's a science pack that's being chowed down. I know which one. It's this one. But we actually maxed out on that, so I'm not sure why we need so many power poles. Whatever. You set the part I'm working on, the shopping list working on both ends. Yeah, shopping list is great. I mean, you've probably done it with delivery cannons. This is delivery cannon shopping list. It's much the same. These are what I want. Goes through the -1. This reads like reads the delivery cannon itself, reads the storage next to it, and the cannon goes, if it's less than 0, fire away, because I mean, these are negative numbers, so it's got to try to trend to 0. And once it gets to 0, stop firing. So, I mean, I was doing my cannons really, like when I first did cannons, I didn't know about chauvinist. So I said do less than, say, 200 on my cannon. Of course, when it browns out, it keeps sending because it's got no signal. And so I end up blowing up my orbit over and over. So this would just get exploded in a big radius because I was oversending resources that shouldn't be sent, which is really dumb. But hey, I didn't know how to do it, you know. It was all new to me. And now the best thing to send is these iron ingots that they only just existed in 0.6. Now I'm actually got delivery cannons changing. They used to send just plates, but now I'm trying to send ingots. So Maelstrom, for instance, has got this iron ore patch up here, and all it does is it sends ingots up to nauvis orbit into this window. I love this window. This didn't used to exist. It's really good. So, I mean, I've got this iron patch, and this just delivers iron ingots to nauvis orbit. It works out really well. You just need one signal, and this reads the whole of nauvis orbit from the signal. Channel 1, kind of lazy, but that's what channel 1 is. This is less than 0. Can't see it in here because there's too many items. Which is the big downfall of having this reading the whole surface. You can do it so that the other end is only reading a specific, say, non-logistics chest. This is sending 50 ingots, right? Which is 500 iron plates. The 500 iron plates from one cannon is pretty efficient. But, I mean, it used to be, you know, I think it used to be 200 plates. I don't know if it's still 200 plates. I don't think so. Oh, oil. Oh, no, oil was pretty bad. Oil was like, I think it's what was it? Is it 10 barrels? I sent like lubricant, heavy oil, and that's it. This was a science. But oil itself is, you know, you don't really want to be sending that. I mean, yeah, I got lubricant, but I don't have oil. I got oil. I got heavy oil barrel, and that's just purely for kickstarting things. You only get 10 barrels. Awful. And 10 barrels is like nothing. And that's like 500 oil in a delivery cannon. But what I recommend for delivery cannon is send coal and do coal liquefaction. So I just set that up on this other planet. And so if you send coal to planets, you can get like, there's my coal liquefaction here. The coal comes in and I just convert it into heavy oil, light oil and petroleum gas. So make all my oil from the coal. And this here makes all the base resources. It makes the sulfuric acid, it makes the plastic explosives, sulfur. The core miners, the first, until you get like mining productivity like 4 or 5, the core miners are pretty bad. But once you get to that, you should get at least the one core miner at a minimum. I mean, I wouldn't go out all out. Used to be able to do lots of them in 0.5, and it was a bit, everyone kind of was a bit lazy with it. But like, so I got this planet. I've only got one core miner for Vitamelange, right? But because of productivity, it's 31 cores a second, and it's just jammed up. I mean, I don't use it. I don't process it fast enough. That's why I'm starting to get this processing facility going to process the cores. But on Nauvis, I'm only using like, I think 5 cores. I can't really see. We've got all this shit in the way, but we've got that one there, that one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. I've got 5 cores on Nauvis being used. That's it. There's not many. That's all. That's just being processed in these 9 pulverizers, and it goes into here, and it's all balanced out and gets filtered into my base, which is what I use. I mean, I do get cores, like specific cores as well, but you don't need to. I mean, you can just mine big patches. Iron ore. You don't need cores of iron ore. Iron ore is like one of the things you get massive patches. I mean, if I go to the belt, you go to the Catalyst Asteroid Belt 1, for instance, it says like, you know, a little bit of iron ore, right? But like, if you just go out and have a look, you can find some pretty amazing patches like that. Look at this little barrel patch here. That's 10 million. I mean, and you can keep going like really far out, like normal Factorio, and get some massive patches. I mean, I should jump down a bit further, but I thought I'd find a patch. Here we go. That's 10 million iron. I mean, you get like, you know, massive ones. Thanks for the follow, Kohar66. Yeah, you definitely want to get some pyroflux. That's really useful. I'm just kind of collecting all the cores because I don't like having to do new mines. I mean, when you're playing the game though, when you're originally going through it the first time, you definitely want, you're fine doing the mines. It doesn't really matter. You might as well just set up mines. I mean, in Colour's belt here, I've got methane ice, right? I've got this one patch. It's 42 million. Like, this is going to be the rest of the game on this one patch. At this point, your blueprints are everything, yeah? I wouldn't say I got blueprints for everything, but I'm slowly getting blueprints for everything. I'm trying to build it up, so to speak. I'm kind of like in the phase of just, I'm trying to like optimize my base and then tinker with spaceship designs. It's fun, like, you know, makes different spaceships. It's just, though I need to get this ship more efficient with oil. I think we're okay. I was trying to work on my tulip spaceship. I should carry on finishing that. I keep getting distracted. I was trying to get this ship retrofitted to go get spice. I could add all three though. We could add vitamelange as well. I might just do spice for now. But then I need to have an inference one. The way I did it for this ship, because I couldn't read the chest that I'm setting. I had an inference chest here. So when this chest filled up, and all the belts filled up, I told it to launch based on that alone. So I could do the same thing. Not too hard to do. It is another chest, but all we do is find a chest for a belt that I can use. Can you go backwards? I don't think you can. I think that chest stairs can be moved. Yeah, that'll work. Get rid of that, move it. So we need a steel chest, a couple of belts, and like that. And so we're just going to read this chest for the launch condition. Now this signal here is the funny thing. If I'm just going to do spice from now on. Oh, what are we doing here? Is that right? No, that's definitely not right. Oh, that was for something else. Can't remember what that was. I've marked up the signals by changing the logic for it. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna read this whole belt. And I need to get rid of these old belt reading. Where are they reading from? It's quite hard to see these belts sometimes. Yeah, that's better. So we can either read all the belts, or not. There's no logic on that, just read hand contents. We're just going to read this for the launch conditions. I think I was inferring here, these are no good. I think we're going to change it to Do that for now. That's red to red. I don't know what that signal was. I don't know if it matters. I think it's okay, we can get rid of that one. Whatever it was, we're not using now. Alright, so when this chest that's it, it's not gonna read, I'm not gonna read the actually it doesn't read those. Well, I know the I'll know when I test it out. I have to do a test flight. I'm gonna go and hop on board myself. I'm stuck. What the fuck? Why am I? Oh my god. Why am I stuck inside this clamp? That's so dumb. Fly inside a clamp. Alright, let's get on board this ship. Alright. I think the rest of it's all good. So already got that set. Alright, let's test it out. So, logic on. Let's see if this retrofit's worked out. So we mixed two ship classes together. We mixed the Cuckoo, I think version 9, with another Cuckoo train version. This is going to start moving Spicemelange. Well, not really Spicemelange, but Vita Spice. Oh, we dropped frames. Wonder what happened there. Rendering lag. 8 frames. How's network? Okay. That sucks, whatever happened there. Alright. That shouldn't be long to get there. It's 35 seconds to go. Now, I think the current location has plenty of resource there. Now, these are actually sitting on 960. These can hold a lot more than that. They're 50 per slot. So 50 times 48. 2400 per chest. This is 2400. There we go. 2400 spice, which means that this container should be 2400. Why is it already outputting? Ah, that's stupid. Go back to tulip, please. That wasn't correct. Oh, look at that fuel cost to launch. That was quite a bit. Alright, let's see what it does anyway. So it should put all these up pretty good. Oh wow, thanks for the subscription, Loki. It's very appreciated. Alright, so problem here is, see, it's reading, it is actually reading all the chests. I didn't think it would. Or maybe it's reading it twice. Oh, hang on, maybe one's not set to set requests. Maybe that's what's happened. But it's set on read requests. that'll be why. Now these aren't putting on board. Why can't it put on board? It must be like slightly out of alignment. Alright, that's better. Well, it's slightly too far away. So the question is, why is this? It's got 3.3k, right? There's obviously this chest and another one. I misclicked one, and so it's still reading, I believe. Go on set requests though, so how am I getting this extra total? Ah, it's because of that. I'm an idiot. I forgot the signal sends around to itself. It's not supposed to be connected. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is not supposed to be that. So that should be off that. Alright, it's 9:12 now. Cool, that's correct. They're on separate wires now. Now why is this one not... Oh, we don't have spice. Okay, that's fine. 17,000 spice. We'd like to get some more spice, I think. We've got this belt, but it's a bit sad. Now we do have spice production here too. Now it's currently not hooked in. We can actually hook it into here, I believe. What I'll do is I think I got this thing. I think that's probably fine. Right above actually. I could have left that robot there, but that's fine. Alright, let's go add the spice. We could bring the core fragments back with me, or the breakdown of the core fragments. Can we get through there? No. Definitely not. We'll go around. Here we go. That's some spice. Oh, yeah, we got this. I guess other shit gets there too. Good proof of concept, and the problem is that what do I do with these liquids? Do I vent the fluids? Do I keep them? I mean, this is not a train. This is not even a, that's like 10 barrels. I mean, I literally could barrel that. But I don't know what it's gonna be like when we start processing for a while and start filling these chests up. So I might just leave it going, let this thing fill up with items. We probably want to have this extract on board too, but I'll need it. Need this on here then. Means I do get part of the requested list. Now the next thing we could add in the Vitamelange for now, but I think as a test, I think this is fine. Oh, these hold more too, because they actually hold 2,000 per wagon. Wow. That's pretty decent. What's the launch cost? Yeah, look at that launch cost. 463 gigajoules. Gigajoules. It's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Alright. Alright, I think it's good for a test. We'll just let it come back. I'm tempted to go add in, oh yeah, these things are supposed to be for, the chests. They're supposed to set request to chests. I haven't set them up for this one. I've just got the manual buffer chests. And this is going to flood it over time as well. Not sure what to do about that. That probably should be a purple chest. But this one here is going to flood as well with construction bots. I don't know how to purge a spaceship of items when it's a buffer chest. I don't think that's possible. I could add a third rail, but no, it'd stick out. Well, if I move them all along a bit, I get the rail like there. But then you need, but then you need a belt. I think this works best with the 2 belts. Alright, let's go turn this on. And we'll just change this logic to be 900. I might have some power lines there. What's about sad, eh? There you go. Christ almighty. Right, so we might be able to stop doing the vitamelange like that and the cores. We'll transition to a spice hauler, which is probably what you're supposed to do. I think spice hauling is pretty decent. This is 14,000 spice, but really we've got heaps of them on these hidden away. Hang on, what are these? How would you get some down here and not the rest of it? Strange. Anyway, we'll go dock and unload the spice. I think it's going to work out quite well for it because we should find the rocket should fill up still. I might have to change the logic on it though. I don't believe we've got 2 vita ships. I click on core miners. These are my core mining spaceships. I don't think we got 2. We've got... No. Okay. So what's the launch condition? Being full, right? I might go hop off the ship then. Yeah, that's way better stack-wise, but... The funny thing is I actually send this into Nauvis orbit from Nauvis because I need spice. So I could even switch, I mean if I got rid of the productivity that is, I could switch all processing into orbit. That's what I used to do. I used to make all the items in orbit because you didn't really need the productivity. But it got so expensive in the spice cost that I moved all to Nauvis. Now, oh, these are requesting when they shouldn't be. Why is it requesting 31? Ah, is it these? So we've got 16 items. I'm obviously reading. Who are these? Oh, they're on the wrong thing. Okay, we do not want to be requesting 16. We've got a belt reading. No reading, man. We're not allowed to read. These should just be unplugged from the generic one. That'll be okay. So this is separate now. I think these are separate too. These are supposed to be part of this chest. They can read. And cool, it's telling me I got some still. I don't want to launch though, because these aren't going. Oh, they haven't put a belt here for them. We haven't retrofitted fully. We'd add some more belts. Here we go. Now we'll actually unload the train wagons. What else we got going? Cool, they've got no logistic requests now, so they won't keep requesting from orbit. Now why aren't these outputting? A equals 5? Yes. Oh yeah, because the belt isn't built. Here we go. Happy days. So we now got plenty of there's a lot of spice actually. I wonder how I can keep it so this is, I mean, I think it would normally empty out faster. But we kind of got held up because we jammed that one up. We didn't actually give them the proper belt. The other thought I had is I could actually output it on the other belt. I don't know if have two belts outputting will make a difference. Are these? I mean, it looks like it's not outputting, right? Man, these are solid. I need to read this whole belt then. Though, it says it's got 0 already. Oh, it's only reading that belt. I need to read the northern belt too. I need to go up. And this one. And this one go to here. And this is going to troll all the way up. Right there's fine. I'm just going to read all the contents. I mean, I probably don't need to read all these belts, to be honest. But I just want to make sure it doesn't launch prematurely. This should now have a number, 68. So it's not 0. This is probably safe to have this on now. And it won't switch off until this is fully emptied out with spice. It has launched, so let's go check nauvis. Have a look at the spice that arrived. There's my spice. So we got its own belt already, and it goes straight. It gets plugged straight in. Here it is. Go straight into this. Should flood this. Here it is. Flooding. Is it flooding? Well, it's trying to. It should make this output much better. Yes, numbers are going up. Wow, I got so much spice still. I've got a rocket here that sends it to orbit. I could probably, if I was a little smarter, I could probably keep some of that nauvis spice around and shuttle it, but setting up like a train to do that seems annoying. Then I can just drop rocket down here, process what I need, and if anything's left over, send it back to orbit. I'd rather have it all down on nauvis so I can get away with it. This is a more efficient way of processing the resources. I mean, I just want this vitamelange extract is what I want, because this makes the good stuff. This is the bottleneck, or this reagent. Here's a spice, sits around. Really need it. I might find this one belt of this might last for quite a while. Scturcture left, it has. Cool. So the spice trader is a go. That was a great retrofit. I think it was even better design than the other one. We didn't have to like redo the top of it. We've got the only bad thing is this robot is no good. These two chests need to be purple chests, or at least one of them needs to be. I think I need a combinator to output both of these as one signal, and then just set the signal, I guess, if it's overflowing. If Y is greater things, set this to that one and output them, and vice versa. So we output. So it looks like they've stolen. Let's see if the construction bots seem to accumulate, but the logi bots all got used, you see. So I guess now this orbit might be a bit more starved of logi bots, whereas Kiki bots, logi bots, I only get 3,000. Oh, we're actually going down the Singularity Tech card, so I guess, is this what, is it using it? No, we're not even using it. Must be in the previous science. I got so much spice up here. It seems totally busted. That seems wrong. I must have done something wrong, eh? I swear it was like a lot, like 100,000 last time I looked. So it says ready cargo full. So obviously it's not set up right. It's probably not even reading the orbit properly. So that's nauvis orbit. That's nauvis orbit. So are you reading it? So it's the 19k, which is not true, so how can it be a launch signal? This says they're waiting for available landing pad, like why? Obviously we were sending it when we shouldn't be sending it. It's got some false data. Maybe it's not the green signal from nauvis orbit. In that list of signals, maybe we got a green signal, and so it's inheriting the green signal from nauvis orbit and getting launch conditioned. Makes no sense. It doesn't have a green signal though, so how can it be waiting for available landing pad? So yeah, we can overfill because of that, it's fine. This is checking nauvis orbit. Is it less than 19k? No, so don't output green. And this is checking the rocket itself. Is there more than 19k? Output green. Yes, there is. Output green. We got one green signal. So I don't know how we get more than into orbit. I mean, I know that tulip has its own artillery cannons, but I don't think they were doing much. $10,000 spice. Okay, this is going to be a very slow spice hauler, but at the moment it's a good thing. It's way better than sending all this fragments. I mean, I could send fragments until I buff the processing, but I thought these might be the culprit, but maybe it's like these ones down here. Maybe these old buildings. These used to send lots, right? But they don't have any on the belt, so they can't actually. Oh, hang on. These ones have got spice. Oh, that's nauvis. What's their signal logic? Oh, they're even worse. Jeez, that's really old stuff. And they've been turned off, so they're dead. And they're dead off. That's all dead. All dead. So none of them can send. So it doesn't make any sense why they've been sending. But they are. I'm thinking a bit sniffly. I might just well, that's we're gonna buff this a bit more, but I think that's that for this planet. We're just gonna make more of this processing. I think this core setup is pretty good. Technically, it's only doing 21 core a second, but we only make 30, so this is almost enough for this whole planet currently. With my little putt-putts trains, we get 31, so I can do only more of these. That's with 6, so I do 3 more of these. I can might as well just double this whole thing, and we'll have more than enough, but we can build more core miners, and that'll be it. That's it. I mean, we can mine normal stuff and splice it in into separate vita processes, I guess. Oh, look at this wood build up though. Better get rid of that. Plus got all this ore build up too, which I gotta get rid of. I could take all this with me. I could bring it on the spaceship. It could be part of the cargo, where I drop it all down with it. I don't know about the mineral water, the oil, or the pyroflux though. Is there a way to put this in the spaceship? I don't think so, unless I do a bigger spaceship. I mean, I could do a fluid wagon on the side of the spaceship. Like 3 of them going straight up the side. That's so very hacky, and when they patch that, it won't work anymore. We could move this bulge back and add fluid ones here. 3 different types of fluid, and then pump these 3 into the side. That would work. Probably the thing I'll do next time. I'm gonna see who's playing Factorio. Oh, Hurlanders. Oh yeah, we'll raid them. I like Ole. Thanks again for all the chats and the first messages. Yeah, I haven't really streamed much last week. I'm very sick. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Rumpy. Oh, Rumpy. Doolby, Forgotten Liars, Loki, Koha. Thanks for sub, Loki. And the raid from Burger and Fries. Oh, push that raid button. Where's the raid button?